Hello and welcome to the Dinosaw number 215, another 7 curious, interesting things I saw last week. Forgive the sound, forgive the volume, it's me in a hotel room late at night trying to be quiet so as not to annoy people, but here goes. First one is the Volonaut Airbike, and as it sounds, it is a bike that goes in the air, but this takes a slightly different route to most. Most use electric motors, like sort of big drones essentially, whereas I think this one, although details are a bit sketchy, I think uses jet engines, so there's probably a reason why none of the videos have any audio on them, because it probably sounds absolutely horrific. It can also do that because of its jet engines. I assume it can do 124 miles an hour, so there's probably a reason why this rider is wearing a helmet. No details on when it's available, any other stats, but there is a website you can go to and potentially have a look at it without audio. There you go. Interesting story, this one. It's about how do you spot a deepfake video. So we need to do this more than ever. Normally what would happen is there is a process where you would look for the signals from the veins pulsing in the face. So you can quite literally, you can detect the blood flow in the face, and that's how you would know whether it was a deepfake or a real person. However, this is becoming even more vague, because what this research has shown is that some video generators actually already put the pulse in there. It's not particularly clear, but it is in there, but other ones can put it in purposely. So some of the deepfakes can actually now put in the pulse in the skin that we can't see, but now the deepfake detectors are getting really confused over. So now more than ever we need this technology, and now more than ever it's getting a little bit more crazy as well. So interesting, watch out for that one. This is really nerdy as well. This is PCB Renewal. One of my first loves is electronics, my first career, if anything. However, what this does is it takes a circuit board that maybe is broken or that doesn't quite do what you want it to do. You want to upgrade it. Now, normally you'd throw it away and therefore the world would suffer because of that, because of the environmental damage. But with this, which is actually from the University of Maryland, you take the old circuit board, you tell it what you want it to do, and then what it will do is it will tell you what you need to change. You can then go and make the manual modifications. You maybe add some extra tracks, some extra components. It will then upgrade the circuit board for you. So it's essentially showing you what to do, giving you a guide. So I really like that one, super nerdy, but giving old printed circuit boards a lease of life. This is a really interesting Chrome extension. You can install this yourself. The link is in the description below. But what it allows you to do is see what the price of a product would be when the Chinese Trump tariffs come in. So this works on eBay, on Amazon, on Etsy. I think it also works on Alibaba and a few others as well. It's a Chrome extension, you install it. And what it actually does is it looks for somewhere in the page, country of origin equals China. If it finds it, then all it does is it just then makes this thing pile into the side of the screen and it shows you what it would have been. Obviously, it's a little bit clumsy. Some of the tariffs aren't really that clear cut. It's not just the Chinese tariffs. There are other things going on as well. Some are exempt, some are not. So, and also, if it doesn't say origin China, it just doesn't do it at all. However, it's more of a political thing anyway, so it's not supposed to be that's scientific, should we say. It's also in the same week that there was a lot of argy-bargy in the press about, you know, maybe Amazon are going to put this actually in the page themselves, which they're not going to do, but maybe somebody got confused with this, who knows, but you can do that yourself. ChatGPT shopping is getting really good. So this is me, for instance, searching for a new iPhone 12 case in red. What are the best options? So what it will now do is it will now give you shopping options. Now, it won't do this in the latest 03, but the 04, the older one, it does do this. So what it will do is it'll give you buyable links. It'll give you the products. It'll show you how much they are. It'll give you ratings. It'll then give you the detailed panel down at the side. You can then choose which retailer that you want to go to based on the price. You click on that, it will then take you through to the retailer. As of writing, or as of speaking, there are no sponsored links. It's not taking any sort of cut of this. It's just doing it because it knows the detail. The ranking of those products is basically just the order they came back. So really interesting that it's almost becoming the everything app. So interesting, give it a go. E-ink monitors are becoming a thing. So these have never really become a thing because of the refresh rate, because the e-ink is actually physical pixels, essentially, of ink that need to rotate to show their color, and that takes time. However, apparently the new BOOX Mira Pro range of monitors can do this. So this is this one. See, it takes, it's about $2,000, does 4,096 colors, which is probably enough for most things. If you're doing something that isn't particularly refresh heavy, something like, so it's not video, if you're coding, for instance, or if you're using your typewriting, or if you're, you're copywriting, then this might be for you. Apparently there's a little switch on the side, or a little dial that actually can change the refresh rate, so it sort of is as good as you need it. But there you go. So yeah, $2,000 available now, and kind of cool thing. And finally, we have the Tapple Dating App. Now, this is out of Japan. Now, the reason this is interesting is because it's now giving you proof of singleness. Now, why is this an issue? Well, Japan, after Monaco, has the oldest population in the world, and therefore dating needs to be a thing. There's also this other thing called the My Number app, which is also the ID card, which is a nationally sponsored ID card, which has all your details on it. Apparently, a lot of people in Japan have already signed up for this, so it has basic details on there, your marital status, for instance. So the Tapple app is now linking up with the API of that to then say, well, if you're going on a date, you can now prove through the national identity card whether the person you're going on a date with is single or not, which I think is really interesting. You've got this technology where we can then give you proof of singleness, a phrase you probably never thought you'd hear this week, but there you go. Hopefully that was interesting. Hopefully you give a subscribe. Speak to you next week. Hopefully the volume will be a little bit better, but thanks for listening. See you next week.